Hola amigos y amigas que ven y escuchan este podcast en la banca con la número 9. Estamos de regreso para, pues ya saben, los playoffs con los gigantes, todos los equipos que están en playoffs. Estoy muy emocionada, ahorita porque mi equipo está ahí. Y pues para retomar su podcast, su show de preferencia, tenemos a nuestro amigo fan de los gigantes, un gran fan de los gigantes, Sneaky, Jimen, Stefan. How are you, Sneaky, today?
I'm good. Thank you so much. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Stefan, aka Sneaky G. Man, how are you doing?
I love the excitement and then
the calmness. I just
the
bring it back.
comments.
I just bring it back.
Yeah, I love that. I'm great. I'm pretty happy to have you back on the show to talk to you about our Giants, about the playoffs, and everything that this season has been like really exciting for us, right?
You know, this season is the epitome of what I keep telling Giant fans every year. Hang in there. We're earning our stripes. We're earning. And so this is the year that we've actually cashed in everything we've earned. And now is the time to just sit back and enjoy. Win or loss, sit back and enjoy this season. We're 9-6-1, coming off of a 4-game winning season last year. And here we are now in the playoffs.
Yeah.
In the playoffs.
Who
So
would
not
who
only a
have,
winning record, but like I said, we're here in the dance.
yeah. I would never imagine that. Sorry for interrupting, but
No.
look at us right now, like the meme
Yeah.
with the Paul Rudd meme.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at us.
Who would have thought? Who would have
Exactly.
thought? Look at us.
Look at us
You and
now.
I. Look at us right now.
Yeah,
Who would have
exactly.
thought?
That's how I feel right now. That's how I feel right now. And I was like, I have to talk to Sneaky about this because I was really exciting because I didn't think that we're going to the playoffs like this, because I always said like I thought that we were having like six games, six winning
Of
games,
course. Oh yeah. And I'm going to tell you, Danny, this is where I come in, and I'm going to tell you every year. I don't care since 2016. Okay. Well, even before then, I think I believe in positivity. Okay.
Yeah.
And they say manifest positive thoughts. So when the season came in this year, we're going 17-0. That's exactly how I put in my mind. Nothing less. I never looked at the schedule and I said, okay, we're going to lose this one. No. I never put that in the universe. I manifest victory after victory. And when we were 2-0, I was just loving, I was just enjoying it. I was, when we have seasons like this and how rare it is, right? We have to stop and smell the roses. So every win, I embraced it. Every loss, I'm like, But I will tell you what's different about this coaching staff and Shane, the new GM, the new regime that's bringing in players, bringing in the coaching and different schemes and all that, is now we can have that confidence. For example, this week, I'm hearing something. So let me tell you, before the start of the playoffs, I was legitimately arguing with other Giant fans about resting our players.
Yes.
We should rest them. No, we should start. And I'm thinking here for a second, I love the fact that we're arguing about this. We didn't do that last year.
No.
We didn't do that the year before last or year after that. But this, I want to have that argument every year from here on out. And with this week going against Minnesota in Minnesota, who, if we had just one more quarter, we would have beat them, I believe, a few weeks back. But that kicker made an amazing kick.
Yeah.
60 some yards,
Yeah, something like that.
and granted, I know this is one of the games that Jones wants back, because if you remember, this is one of the games that he threw 2 picks.
Yep.
And I hate the fact that when the sports announcer was like, Jones hasn't thrown an interception in 400 and something attempts, and then the next play he throws a pick. So, kind of jinx him a little bit. So
Yep.
I'm hoping that, I know Jones wants another bite at this, another go at the Vikings. And the feeling that I'm getting is that this is a winnable game for us. We can actually beat them. And I love that feeling again.
Yes, totally. I mean, you were talking about the manifestation, the manifesting good things, and
yes,
and I'm like, I'm really believing in that in every way, like football and my life and everything. I think it's really powerful. So right now, I remember you saying last year, like, you have to believe in this team, even we were having like tough times, and the Judge era wasn't what we were thinking about, or wasn't as positive as we wished, right? But right now I'm actually really happy, because I don't know if I told you this, but at some point in this season, I was like, I'm just going to relax and and let it be, and
let it be. Yes,
let it be. Trust the process. I was like, yes, Shane. I love the fact that they were getting Shane in the front office, and that Gettleman was getting fired. I was really excited from that point. And right now, I was like, where we have to go week by week.
Yes, yes, you do.
And right now, I'm like, I still, in some time, I still can't believe it. It's like I wake up and I'm like, is this true?
Yes,
like,
yeah, right,
on Sunday, and right now it's coming like really, really close, and I'm like, yes, it's Sunday, and it's an easy, not an easy win, but it's a probably we can
winnable
win
game.
it.
Yes.
A winnable game. Yes. Like you said, in the regular season, they were like, I believe 27, 24, something like that.
It was 27. Yeah, it was like a 64-yard
61, 64,
yeah, something like that. Something ridiculous. Well, let me ask you this question, okay?
Yes,
was this one of the longest weeks for you?
Actually, yes. It's been like I don't know if you feel like you're like hanging from something or waiting for something, and the time is
it's
like
almost like Christmas. Like we're waiting for Christmas. So it's like it's been 10 to 8. I got 7:54 my time right now, and it's been 7:54 for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like time is just slowing down. And when that happens, when the game starts, and of course it's an afternoon game, so we still got to wait like 4 hours. What? Because I think for us it starts at 3:25 or something.
3:30, I think.
Yeah, so we have to wait another 3 hours after everybody already starts playing, and then there's already games on Saturdays. Like, why couldn't we be on Saturday? Why we got to wait? At least we're not the Monday night game, and I'll talk a little bit about that later as well. But the fact that, we're Sunday in the evening and we have to wait. But when the game comes, that's when the time is going to speed up. And it's going to go by so fast. Win or loss, it's just going to go by so fast. And we just got to, like I said, enjoy it, manifest the victory, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, and picture it, picture the winning drive in our heads.
Well, see, I'm a little greedy. I'm a little greedy right now, because when we beat the Colts, basically in the first half, okay, I love that. I love not having to worry about the second half.
The second, yeah.
So let's go up 48-0 in the first half. Let's just do it. We've never hit a 40 burg in a while. So let's just get it out the way, and then we'll come back and regroup next week. And I mean, of course, I hope, you always hope it happens, but as long as we're 1-0 at the end of the weekend, that's all that really matters. So, but yeah, I want to put away early. I don't want to wait. I don't want to. My nails are just now starting to grow back from all the other games, and I don't want them to grow. I don't want to bite on them this weekend, for the
Yeah,
game. So
that would be the perfect like option for us, the perfect scenario, just to
yes,
in the first half going like, yeah, we're like 20 points above from them, and probably they won't take the lead back.
hmm
I don't know, like Justin Jefferson is not on a good day. Dalvin Cook is not on his best
yes,
day either. Kirk Cousins getting like this pressure, from our defensive line. That would be the perfect scenario, and so you can like 100+ yards, games.
oh my
I don't
god,
know.
I want them to have like 250-yard rushing and another 100 receiving, for
Yeah,
for this
yeah.
game.
Let's say
That
you
would
can do
be
his
just
thing like
light it up.
run, receive, pass,
Yeah, and
block,
I
everything.
would love for Jones to run for like 150 yards and like throw for like 525, some stupid,
But
six
I mean,
touchdowns,
anything is possible right now for us.
anything is possible. And the thing with Minnesota, obviously everything goes through Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
And Kirk Cousins, he has a history of not being as successful in primetime games.
Playoffs game. Yeah.
And playoff, yeah, I think he's only won like one playoff game, and that was against the
The
Saints a few years ago.
the Minneapolis Miracle, I think that was the one.
No, that wasn't him. That wasn't him. That was oh, I can't think of his last name. He used to play for Denver. Excuse me. Now
But
he's
he
not
was
even.
at QB, right?
He was, but not. He wasn't from Minnesota
Yeah.
for that game. Yeah,
Yeah, no,
but
he did. He wasn't the
yeah.
responsible for
Oh, but
that.
actually, he was there the next year
Okay.
and beat the Saints with like a different type of. I think he beat him in New Orleans. But anyway, other than that, if we can put pressure on Kirk, he's not going to. He's not going to be. He's going to give us one, if not two interceptions. Maybe one will be run back for a pick six. But I think for a fact that we should be, with McKinney coming back, and Adoree Jackson coming back on the defensive side, we're at full strength. We have no injuries on the injury roster this week.
Yeah, and I don't know how you feel about that, but when I woke up and I was heading to work this morning and I saw the there's no injury update,
Mm-hmm.
like everyone is ready and we have zero injuries, I was like so happy because I don't know when I saw that for the last time,
I know,
because
but
every
talk
week,
about perfect timing, though.
yeah,
Talk about
I mean
perfect
every
timing.
week there was someone, and like from the defensive side, the offense, the special teams, there was always someone. And right now we have our full team healthy. We have, as you said, McKinney. We have um, Lawrence. We have Ojulari.
Yep.
We have everyone ready, and I don't know, but that gives me a really good feeling about this.
I'm actually excited. So what I'm doing right now, I'm pulling up their rankings right now. So as far as defensively, they're ranked 28th defensively in points, and they're ranked 31st defensively in yards.
Okay.
Now offensively, they're eighth. They're a top 10 offense, meaning they're eighth in points and seventh in yards.
Okay.
So the takeaway giveaway is like 12. 12. It says teach. I think it's take and giveaways, meaning the turnovers, what they give away and what they
Mm-hmm.
take back from. They said they're 12th in the NFL. Now, so now let me jump over to the Giants side real quick. We are okay. This thing is moving really smooth. I'm loving this. So now offensively, we're 15th in points, 18th in yards. Defensively, we're 17th in points and 25th in yards. And obviously, you could tell the disparity because one, Minnesota won the division.
Mhm.
That's, I mean, you could easily tell that. And two, you could still see that we are in the running, as one of the top teams in the NFL. I mean, top 15, top 17 type deal. So we got a chance. We
Yeah,
definitely got a
absolutely.
chance.
And I love the fact that, again, everyone is like, the Vikings are going to win this really easily, and the Giants are not going. I mean, you should. I used to get angry at people for saying that the Giants weren't the favorite team, but right now I'm like, yes, bring it on. I mean,
Exactly. Right. We'll,
don't put
we'll
the
show you on
Giants.
Sunday. Doubt
Yeah,
us if
well,
you want to. We'll show you on Sunday. And this week, I was actually surprised because a lot of people in the office, and this kind of what got me a little worried. A lot of people in the office, they're like, "Oh, you guys are going to get them." Where you what? Where you coming from? Now you're on our side. Now you're no. Stay where you're at.
yeah,
You were saying we were going to get beat by Baltimore and Green Bay. Stay over there. Don't. We're good. We're good.
yeah.
And it's funny though. Real quick, I do want to mention the Monday night game with Tampa and Dallas. I know you know this. I live in Dallas, and it's funny to say that a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans do not have faith in Dak. They do not have faith in McCarthy. They do not have faith in their team. So many of them have already told me that, oh yeah, this playoffs, we're done. We're done. And I'm like, the game hasn't even like so another thing too I want to say that I really want to put out there. There's I call it the tale of two different teams. Okay. You have the New York Football Giants, who, let's be honest, we are happy to be here,
Yeah, just to be here. Yeah.
but we do want more. We're not just going to be happy to be here and not try and put our best foot forward. And then you have the Dallas Cowboys, where if they don't win at all, it's a failure.
Yeah.
If McCarthy, if they don't win this week, McCarthy's out of a job. They're going to be
Yeah,
looking for another coach.
and I don't think Dak is in the in this thin territory. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't know if he's going to be criticized. I mean, absolutely, he's going to be criticized in that
Yes.
scenario if they don't win. But I think he's not going to be fired. McCarty's head is going to be the one that's going to be rolling, because obviously Jones is not going to be happy with with the loss in front of Tampa, and I think they're going to lose that game. But I don't know, anything that can happen. We're going to talk about the other games ahead, like in some minutes.
Okay.
But I really wanted to talk about the Giant season. Like this overall season. What are your takeaways from this season? What are your thoughts about what the next years are going to be with Dable and Shane in our team, and Daniel Jones' future, Saquon's future, our defense? I want to talk a little bit about that, and then we're going to the playoffs and our predictions and everything. Just let me translate this part from
okay, go right ahead.
For our audience. Estamos platicando de lo que sería la temporada de Gigantes, de lo que han demostrado, también de las claves para ganar la Minnesota, que lo mencioné anteriormente, y es Nicky está de acuerdo conmigo, ¿no? Que es presionar a Cousins y tratar de limitar esa parte. Y estamos hablando mucho de pensar positivo, ¿no? De mantener esta parte de la manifestación que nos ha funcionado como fans de Gigantes para pensar de que se le puede ganar a Minnesota, que creemos que es un juego que se puede ganar. Y pues nada, pensar un poquito más en los otros contendientes que ahorita estaremos platicando de ellos, como Dallas, como Tampa, como los demás partidos. Pero ahorita vamos a hablar un poquito de lo que fue la temporada de Gigantes en general. right now, Nikki, how do you feel about this Giants team and our future?
I think our future, if we can stay the course on and just build on this momentum, our future is bright.
Yeah.
When Gettleman got fired last year and John Mara, let's go ahead and just give John Mara his props,
Yeah.
because I gotta tell you, I've met him a few times. He, believe it or not, I believe he's down to earth. He's great with the fans, signs autographs and whatnot. But for me, he really like raised above the rest. I mean, really set the standard when he was asked the question, should fans trust you? And his answer was spot on. He said, well, I haven't given them anything to trust. And that was correct. I mean, we had Pat Schumer. First, look, hey, the owner, John Mara and Steve Tisch, they hired Gettleman. Okay. And Gettleman, good, bad, and different. Everybody has their opinion about him. Hired Pat Schumer after McAdoo, and that didn't work out. And then, of course, Judge, which I can say I was fooled. I was fooled when Judge was in. Okay. I believed in him. I thought he was gonna bring giant football back, but like I said, I was fooled.
I think we all.
Right. Right. And for me, he lost me when he blamed it on the headset. When he blamed that situation, how he lost the game because of that, I'm like, oh God, come on. Let's, just say it's my fault. Just say that. Okay. Be politically correct when it comes to that. But, John Mara, I say John like we hang out and had beer together.
No, I mean, manifested maybe.
Right, exactly right. Yeah. He might be a bourbon guy. I'm going to ask him if he's a bourbon or a whiskey guy next time I meet him.
I think he is.
Yeah. He admitted. He was like, we were too quick to hire. So they did, they slowed the process down. They did a mass interview. I think it was like 3 or 4 candidates, maybe 5, whatever the number was, broke it down to the final 2. And then he came up with, Joe Shane, who came up, raised up from the best. Okay. And I'll admit, I was rooting when it was Shane and the gentleman from the Bears that ended up getting the Bears job. It was between one of them two. Once I realized they were the 2 finalists, I'm like, oh, okay, it's win-win then. I don't care who we get.
Yeah, it was
one of the 2, I'm good. Then of course, Shane came in, he had his speech, and then Dable came in. And that regime alone, then the other coaching staff, we have Wink Mortendale and Kifka and so forth. Now, one of the takeaways I could take from the Giants is the improvement of Daniel Jones. It is immensely recognizable how well he's how well he's played on the field. I mean, it's night and day. Even the owner, even John Mara, he said, look, we messed up this guy's career as best of anybody can
for like 4 years.
Exactly. Yeah. And he was right. He was spot on. But what they did, it shows if players have the right coaching, it's going to show on the field. And even with Saquon last year, I'll say he didn't trust his body. I mean, I'm quoting what he said. He didn't trust his body last year. He was coming off some injuries, and then he suffered some more injuries. But this year, he, quote unquote, wanted to eat. He wanted to be the beast, and he is. I'm not going to say was, he is, because he has continued to be.
He's the best, in my opinion.
Yes.
Right now.
And the defense has stepped up and played more productive. I mean, of course, myself, I am critical of the defense. I'm like, if we can get more pass rush on the quarterback, I'd be more satisfied. I don't even think for myself that there's a number in my mind how many rushes I would love for our sack number to be a little higher, but our rushers are great. Sexy Dexley. I mean, he's playing great football. He's a beast on the field, and Cat Williams, he's earning his contract, as you say.
Yep.
And of course, Adori's been hurt this year, but I've actually, it's funny. I have a little joke. When I saw Adori at training camp last year, I called him out. I said, Adori, and he looked over, and I'm like, you a bad man. And he's been that way all year long. So I see a lot of upside on this team. And one of the takeaways I'm going to say about Joe Shane, actually, I'll go from John Mara, is that he understood the errors of his ways, implemented a new process, thus got us Joe Shane. And then with Joe, Joe was already in Buffalo. He already knew what coach he wanted, which was Coach Dable. And then Coach Dable already realized who he wanted. Now, one of my fears is, once we have success, a lot of coaches are going to get hired from other teams. And I'm really hoping that, everybody stays in place. I just really hope that everyone just like, what? Yeah, I want to be a head coach. However, we're building something here, and I want to reap the benefits from. We actually can be a championship team if the nucleus stays together. And I honestly think the ceiling is not even the cap of what this team can be.
Yeah, totally. I'm 100% agreed with you. I think that I'm actually scared because I think it was Martindale that is like the rumors are that he is getting interviewed by the Panthers. I think, or some teams, and I don't want him to go.
No.
Like you said, I want the team to be like as stable as possible for the next year at least, because right now we're in the playoffs and we have this winning record and we are competing in our division, but I think that we still have like some, I don't know how to say it because
we do have some. We do have some ways to go. We do have some growing pains that we need to go through. But I think the fact that this team is getting some playoff experience, it's going to benefit us twofold.
Yeah, and they're by going to the playoffs. I think Saquon Jones, the whole coaching staff, and other players, they are going to be like they are going to be secure in this team. They are going to have faith in this team, and they will want to be in this team, and I think that's important. And I think Dable is this figure that he's like his school, his personality, everything about him. I think there is going to make them want to stay in New York.
Yep.
Like he has this. I don't know if I'm in the right place, like comparing him to Bill Belichick in some ways. I think Dable is even more approachable and even more like charismatic and stuff like that.
Yes.
Totally, like 100% more charismatic than Belichick. But
who was that woman that's the analyst? Oh my God!
Said that Belichick is a pain in.
yeah. No, Dable is something. He's something different. Oh, she does Fox. She's on Fox. The woman. I can't think of her name.
I can remember.
Oh my God, I can't think of her name.
But she said something about Dable or Belichick.
No, about Dable. About how humble Coach Dable is, and
totally.
how she is all in with him.
I think every Giants fan has that perception from him. Even I don't know neither of them. I've never sit down with Belichick or Dable, but I'm comparing them with this kind of force within them to keep.
I think it's Aaron Andrews. Is it Aaron Andrews?
Yeah, probably. Aaron
That's
Andrews.
Who the analyst. Yeah. She was talking about how he recognized the position he's in. Dable
Yeah.
recognized the type of position he's in. Before practice, he talked to the grounds crew because his grandfather worked for the ground crew. He talks to the cafeteria folks,
Yeah.
and he realizes that when somebody comes into his office with an issue, that issue is important to them. And even though he has like a lot of things going on, I mean, he's the head coach. There's a lot of things going on. He wants to address that issue that individual, had the balls to go to him and bring it to his attention. And now he wants to go ahead and the fact that Aaron pointed that out,
Yep.
and which it's something that I kind of already knew when I met him for a brief second at training camp. I mean, he's a laid back. I mean, I love the fact that Shane and Dable, they care about the fans. I mean, they
Yeah.
are all in with the fans, and I think that says a lot about and all the coaches too. Kifka, Morndell. I mean, they're all in for the fans too, and that's something that's important.
Yeah, and I think as a fan base that has give us like hope and personally, I mean, I feel like part of this family again. I mean, I never stopped loving the Giants, but I was like angry in some ways with the decisions and everything. And right now, with even the campaigns that they are doing, like today, the Big Blue Friday, yeah,
Yes.
and
Yep.
our way campaign and everything they've been doing in the stadium. I mean, it's been great because they want the fan base to feel like family and members of this family, and that gives me like maybe Coughlin era vibes or Parcells vibes,
Right. Yes.
that
yes.
we were all. I mean, I wasn't with Parcells. I hope, but I think it. Even thought I wasn't in that moment a Giants fan, or I wasn't in part of his fan base. With Coughlin, I had this feeling, of everyone being like this, and I think it's happening right now with every Giants fan in the world, in Mexico, in the USA, in Europe. We all have this feeling of being united,
yes,
for something bigger than us, and I really missed that feeling. I had this feeling in 2011. I had the same feeling,
Yeah.
and even sometimes I am afraid of this feeling because I'm like, I'm feeling the same way.
Don't embrace it. And
I'm trying to embrace it.
I'm going to tell you, and I think we've known each other going on maybe 2 years now.
2 years, something like that.
And I'm getting goosebumps right now. I have this feeling every freaking year. I have, the first couple games, I'm like, oh, this is the one. This is the one. And okay, it's not. And it's like, okay.
And then okay, next one will be
okay, we're gonna win the next one. Okay, then we don't. No. And but this year it's different.
Yeah.
And when let me tell you, the first game, okay, when we played against the Titans, true story. I
saw your videos.
Well, hold on. Before then, let me tell you how I ended up at the bar. Okay. DirecTV screwed up. I was livid. So we had to go to Buffalo Wild Wings up the street. I had to ask like 3 people. The Giants game is coming on. It needs to be on. And it was against the Titans. Where's the Giants game? They were showing like a cornhole. I'll never forget. They were showing a cornhole game at where we're like, no. Giants Titans now. So of course the game
somebody is going to get hurt.
I'm gonna be flipping tables.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be. It's about to.
It will be exactly that way.
It's gonna be bad. I'm gonna be on CNN. Okay, Danny. I'm gonna tell you right now. I'll be on the local or the nation news.
Nationwide.
Giants fan wanted to see Giants game, flip table.
Giants fan
at Buffalo Wild Wings.
Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh man, but they finally turned it on, and I watched every game, every Giants game. I don't care who watches me watch the game. What you see here, you're going to see that same person on, watching the game. And so when we celebrated, I knew it was going to be a different year. I just had that feeling it was going to be a completely different year. And it was. And I'm going to tell you, anybody I interact with, because I went to FanFest this year, which I love doing. That was phenomenal. I may do it again, this year. Anytime I can be around Giant fans and I want to give them my energy to carry on for that season. Because like I said, if we can all just manifest good things will happen. And it's happening right now. And I'm so amped up. Yeah, I'm so amped up. I'm so ready. It's time. It is our time. And we're going to take full advantage. And I know you probably saw my post on Instagram. Vikings, we're coming. We're coming.
Totally. Yes.
We're coming.
We're coming for you, Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And he ain't gonna kick no field goal next time. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you're not going to be so lucky this time.
Exactly.
Yeah.
64-yard field
No,
goal.
and I know. I was like, what the actual fuck? I mean,
right, exactly. Yeah. I'm like, he ain't gonna make it. What? Mother.
But you're talking about the Titans game. That I think that was
a
pivotal moment for all Giants fans, because I was watching it at home at my mom's home with my stepdad. That he's a Steelers fan, so he wasn't like that excited at that moment,
right?
But he was like supporting me and stuff. So I was like, I'm calm. I don't want to be angry. I am being realistic that the Titans have this Derrick Henry and stuff like that. And then it comes the second half, and I was like in shock that it happened, and I was screaming and jumping on the bed and then like hugging my stepdad, like they did it, and I can't believe they did it. They won. They haven't won like the opener for 6 years or something like that.
It was something stupid. Yes.
And in that moment, I was just like, this season is not going to be bad. This season is going to give us something good. And in that moment, I don't know if you have seen my reactions on TikTok, but actually I started to making video reactions for the games.
Okay.
And
I think I saw a few. of them.
I record some for the World Cup, the soccer World Cup,
right?
And for the Giants game. And I did one for the Washington tie. I was on the road with my family, and I was like with my cell phone, and the game kept like, the signal, and I didn't have like a Wi-Fi, and my cell phone was like calling the game, and I was like, no, and they got that game tie. I was a little bit angry at that point.
Yeah,
I was like, we had it. And the divisional games weren't as easy as maybe we wished for. I don't know how you saw that part of the team, the divisional part and the divisional competition. How were you thinking about, how do you feel about that?
I was, the tie, I didn't know how to feel. And to be honest, if I had a sister, I would know what it's like if I had kissed her. That's pretty much how I felt. If I had a sister, if I kissed my sister, if I had one, that's probably how I felt. Like
what?
What? I do wish we could have won a few more divisional games. I don't like the fact that Dallas swept us. I don't like the fact, even though the Philly, the season finale Philly game was like a wash, But they can. I mean, there's always that saying that they swept us, even though we can come back and be like, really? I mean, that last game was. But the last game showed me something that if because I don't want to I don't mean to say if, but if we get a chance to play Philly again, I think I don't think they're going to score 40 on us again.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't
so.
think because we had our second and third strings in, and they only beat us by 6.
Exactly. I was talking to a friend in another show about that, about the Philly games. The first one we know was terrible, horrible.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. But then Philadelphia starts to like getting predictable in some ways
Exactly.
after the Washington loss. They get like the teams. I think the league was like, there's a way to Philly. There's a way to get a win in front of them. And then there was this last game that we have not our first team on the field. They were there, but they were totally in the bench and getting some rest. And this friend was telling me, if we play against Philadelphia again, I think we could like get the game to a one possession,
Exactly.
and
Yep. A
one
one possession game. Yeah.
one possession game, because right now we know how to play against this Philadelphia team. They depend so much on Jalen Hurts.
Yes.
And
yes.
and if they don't have Jalen Hurts at 100% capacity, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were at the beginning of the season.
Right.
And right now, I mean, I would love to win against them in playoffs if that moment comes. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to lose against them.
Right.
So, I don't know how you feel about actually right now, if we can speak about the other games.
Well, we could talk about possibilities. Okay.
Yeah.
And I do want to throw this out there that there is a small piece of me now. I hate the Dallas Cowboys. I hate them. I can't stand them. I live in Dallas.
That's your life experience, your purpose, maybe, to get patience with it.
Yeah, when I was born, God said, thou shalt hate thy Dallas Cowboys.
And live there.
Yes, right. So so if let's just say they win on Monday, okay?
Yeah.
Then they go to San Francisco, and they beat the 49, and we go to Eagles, and we're successful against the Eagles. The NFC Championship game will be here in Dallas.
And you're going to be there.
I will be on the bench waiting for them.
And again, CNN News.
Giants fan on the bench waiting for their team, waiting for his team.
Punches Dak Prescott in the face.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. But I'll tell you what, it all falls on, when we beat Minnesota. If we're not successful against Minnesota, then all bets are off. I want the Dallas Cowboys to lose in a blazing glory. I want them, not blazing glory, like a blazing thunder, just crash and burn. Bad. I want Tom Brady to throw like 6 touchdown passes.
Yeah, please, like we are all rooting for Brady, right? I'm like, yes, man, go for it.
Do it. Get out of here.
Show them that you are 25 in your heart.
Exactly. I'm like, remember, you don't want to go home to your kids. Remember.
Yeah, right now, you don't have to go home.
Right, exactly. You want to stay playing football. That's the only way you can do it.
Yeah.
But I think if we play Philadelphia again, I think the shoulder injury for Hurts is a lot more worse than they're putting on.
Yeah, because he hasn't played like they kept him out for like 3 weeks or something.
Yeah, well, they kept him out for 2 weeks, and then they had to play and beat us to get that top seed and the division in week 18. So they do get a week to rest and rehab, whatever they got to do. But I don't think anybody, once we're successful against Minnesota, I don't think anybody wants to play us.
Yeah,
We're
I
going to
think
be that team this year.
the Giants are going to be the uncomfortable team, if they go through it.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be like this little stone in the shoe, like I don't want to play the Giants really, because the
Yeah.
Giants are getting strong.
And here the term for that is dark horse.
The
We'll be the
dark horse,
dark horse in the NFC this year, kind of like how Cincy was last year. Nobody
last year.
thought the Cincinnati Bengals can do it,
Yeah,
and there they were in the AFC champion, AFC in the Super Bowl representing the AFC.
yeah, totally.
So we could have that same feat for us this year, representing the NFC.
I hope
Oh,
so.
that'd be, oh my God. I gotta stop talking because I'm gonna hype myself up too much.
Yeah, I know. I'm getting hyped just to be talking with you about this.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm just
yeah.
I just can't wait. And I have to ask you, Miss Lady, did you wear blue today?
Yeah, actually, I have like I forget, like my jeans, but I have my sweatshirt with the
Oh, okay.
Giants.
There you go. There you
Yeah,
go.
and I went to the office like this, and
Mhm.
I was actually asking my friend that is a pretty amazing designer and photographer. I was like, "Can you take some pictures for me?" He was like, "Yes, sure." And actually, there my I upload them like 2 hours ago or something.
Okay.
And yes, wearing blue, big blue Friday, everything.
You got
I
it.
was,
You got to do it. You
yeah,
got to.
I was,
And so now, and I hate to backtrack, but the Titans game. Did you see that little montage that I did, where it wasn't just me? It was just like a lot of different groups, a lot of different people that were
yes,
celebrating that Titan win. I love that. It showed how important that win was for us. To start
yeah,
off
yeah.
1-0. It was huge. And here we are now in the playoffs. Here
And
we
look
are.
at us.
Look at it. Look at us. Who would have thought? Who would have thought?
No one,
That's what he
not
does.
me.
No, yeah. But me too. I knew we were gonna be here the whole time. I knew we were
With the
here.
beard, not me. Yeah, I mean, I love that. We
Uh,
have to make that TikTok.
yes, we do. Yes, who would have thought? Who would have thought?
Yeah,
Look at
no,
us.
not
Look at
me.
us. Me.
Yeah,
I did.
actually, I'm going to translate a little bit of this amazing chat, but before we go to the other games,
Mhm.
I don't know if you have time to talk about
Of course. Yeah, let's
the
do it.
other games. Estamos platicando de toda la temporada de Gigantes, que es muy difícil traducir, ¿no? Todo lo que hemos estado platicando, que ha sido una plática grandiosa con Sneaky. It's been an amazing talk with you this far, Sneaky, as always.
As
Y,
always. As always.
y ahora vamos a platicar un poquito de los partidos más interesantes de este fin de semana del Wildcard, ¿no? Que ahorita vamos a platicar de cada uno, un poquito sobre todo del divisional, del rival divisional, ¿no? Que es Dallas contra Tampa. Y pues nada, de nuestras predicciones y todo eso, y espero que estén disfrutando esta plática con Sneaky, gran fan de los Gigantes. Estamos hablando de pues cómo los Gigantes han sorprendido, de esa primera victoria contra los Titans, donde todos los fans de Gigantes nos quedamos como súper en shock, ¿no? Y tenemos todas estas reacciones de que solamente estábamos felices de poder tener esa primera victoria en el opener, y que después pues se transformó en todo este nuevo comienzo para la franquicia en todos los sentidos, ¿no? Y cómo los jugadores se la han creído, nosotros como fanáticos nos la hemos creído, y pues estamos aquí como el meme de Paul Rudd de míranos, aquí estamos, y nunca lo hubiera pensado, ¿no? Ni yo tampoco. Right now, Sneaky, the best games for this wildcard weekend.
Besides the Giants in Minnesota.
Besides the Giants,
yeah. Okay. We have to get that out the way.
yeah, I mean, we both of us are like really excited for that one, and
Yes.
as you said, I'm maybe if it was like Saturday game, we were like
I wish it was on 20 minutes ago.
I'm
it
waiting,
would.
but it's on Sunday. So
Right.
we have other games in the American conference. We have the Bengals, we have the Ravens, We have the Jaguars as another surprise. We have the Chargers. We have the Dolphins, and we have the Bills and the Chiefs. What do you think about that side of the league? Because I think that conference has been really competitive, and the quarterbacks there are actually pretty good and pretty awesome. And we have Justin Herbert, and we have Patrick Mahomes. We have Joe Burrow, that I think are going to be the future for this league, and Daniel Jones too as well. But right now we're sticking with the American Conference. What do you think about that side of the league and those games? What do you think? Which one is going to be the more interesting?
So for me, I'm going to be upfront. I'm really looking forward to the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Chargers game, wildcard game. You got two up and coming quarterbacks, and Herbert and Lawrence. To be fair, I think the Chargers head coach, he's playing for his job. I think he's in a similar situation as the coach in the Cowboys, McCarthy. And I was trying to pull up the playoff tree here.
I was looking for it. I had it here. I can find it.
I had the full picture here as well.
I have it in the back.
Oh, in the background? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think it's Jacksonville against Chargers, Baltimore against Bengals, Bills against Dolphins, and Kansas City in bye week. And on the other side, we have Dallas Cowboys against Tampa, Giants against the Vikings, Seattle against the Niners, and Philadelphia on rest.
Oh, that's right. They get the bye.
The bye, yeah.
Yeah, they get the bye. With the, I'll say the Niners and the Seahawks. I want that for me, that'll be an exciting game. And to be fair, the Bucks against the Cowboys on Monday Night Football, and they're the only ones that are playing on Monday night.
Yep.
So I'm really, like I said, 0.0001% of me is rooting for the Cowboys, but a full 99.99999 is going for the Bucks. I don't want to see the Cowboys advance at all. At all. I love the fact that it's been 27 years, or now it'll be 28 if they lose.
My age.
Yeah. It's been since you've been born.
Yeah.
That been alive, that the Dallas Cowboys hasn't been able to accomplish anything.
And I enjoy that so much.
I just love it. I enjoyed going to that playoff game last year. I enjoyed watching them lose. And I love the fact that I held up that sign and it said 27 years and counting. I put and counting for a reason. I didn't put 27 years, stop, full stop, pause. No, continue on.
Counting.
And counting. So I'm looking forward for them, to lose. And I live in Dallas too. So when I go to work that Tuesday, I get to have a smile on my face of satisfaction and in their defeat. Because when they lose, I win. Regardless, I win.
When the Cowboys lose, we all win.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I'm excited about that. Tell me.
No. I was gonna say, what games are you looking forward to?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking forward for the Cowboys game as well. But I think Tampa is going to win that one.
Yes.
And maybe the Bengals game. I think it's going to be interesting. But I don't know if Lamar is healthy yet.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's not going to play.
He's not going to play. Yeah.
And I think that gives them like a real advantage over the Ravens.
And that's why, like, the Buffalo, Tua's not even playing in Miami.
No, Tua is not playing. Yeah. I'm really sad about that because my brother and my dad are Dolphins fans, and they were really excited about the season. And right now they are like, there's nothing we can do.
Well, just do it. I've been preaching all game. Just tell them to enjoy this moment.
Yeah.
enjoy the fact that they're in the playoffs and that they got an extra week to watch their team play. And you never know. You never
You never
know
know.
what happens in the NFL, because any given Sunday, look at 2007. Look at
Yeah.
2007. Look at us.
Look
Who would
at
have thought?
yeah.
Who would have
And,
thought?
and
Right?
2011. I mean, look at Eli Manning was like, yeah.
Who would have
What are we
thought?
doing here? Are you sure
Right.
we're here?
I,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
and that was great. That was a great Super Bowl. I'm sorry.
no, it's okay.
I took a minute. I went back to '07. I went back to 2007 right there. But
Yeah.
no, seriously. Yeah, just like I said, tell your dad and your brother to enjoy what the Dolphins were able to accomplish this year. Because some teams couldn't even do that.
Yeah, like
So
the Lions. I mean, I love
yeah,
the season that the Lions just had, and the fact that they threw out the Packers and
yeah,
and upset them. But yeah, I mean, the Dolphins are this team that I'm really like attached to in some ways. Um,
hmm
I like them a lot, but I think it's going to be hard, especially because of the Damar Hamlin situation. I think the Bills are really pumped up
oh
about
yeah,
that, and they
oh
are
yeah,
like fired up, and
yeah,
they probably want to win this for him. And
of course.
I understand that, and I would not be upset if the Bills go ahead and stuff like that.
hmm
Um, but yeah, if the Dolphins get that win, I mean, probably it would be one of the surprises of the season, even above the Giants getting to the playoffs.
Yeah,
If the
that would be
Dolphins
an
get this
upset.
one,
That would be a
yeah,
major upset if that were to happen. Yeah,
yeah. I mean, but as you said, any given Sunday,
any
and the
given Sunday.
Jaguars also the Jaguars are there, and the Chargers I think are a strong team, but the Jaguars can pull up a surprise, as well.
Well, see, the Jaguar. If the Jaguars win, that's not considered an upset because
No,
they're the home game. They're the home team.
exactly, because
So
they won their division,
they
so
wanted it. Yeah,
anything can happen. Maybe
anything can happen.
right now with our predictions for this
Okay.
this road,
Uh
this
huh.
road. I know you're going with the Giants. I'm going with the
Of
Giants
course.
all the way
Of course.
too. But
So are we just going to
tell
do the
me
wild card? Or are we going to do the whole playoffs?
the whole playoffs. I mean,
Okay.
tell me, what do you think this road is going to be? The Super Bowl, your predictions. I know we are saying go week by week, game by game, but
Right.
if you could like
You know what? I
say,
don't, and I don't care if people don't like what I'm about to say.
go ahead.
So I'm going to go AFC first.
Yeah.
Okay. And I think I want to say that I know that Buffalo and KC got a raw deal that they
Okay.
have to play that game in a
Again.
neutral site. That is such BS because the Bills didn't lose or win anything. So anyway, let me get off my soapbox. So of course I'm going to pick Buffalo over Dolphins,
Yeah.
even though I was saying keep hope alive for your
Yeah,
brother
no,
and
it's
your dad.
okay. We have to be realistic at some point.
And I'm gonna say the Bengals over Baltimore, and then oh man, that's gonna be a tough one. The Chargers and
Yeah.
the Jaguars. I need to get a quarter and flip it.
Okay.
No, so
You
I
go
saw
with your gut.
yeah, so my gut tells me Jaguars
Okay.
because I saw them play against the Titans and Lawrence looked pretty good. So I'm going to go with that. So then that means
You'll have Bengals against Bills, I think,
Buffalo
and
and then
Jaguars
Jaguars.
against Chiefs.
So the Chiefs are going to beat the Jaguars.
Okay.
And then yeah, it's going to be Bills Chiefs in the AFC Championship. Now,
Which
NFC
can one?
Championship.
Okay. This is interesting.
I'm just going to say Giants going to win the NFC. It don't matter who we play. I'm just going to leave it at
Okay.
that. Giants going to be
Okay.
in the Super Bowl.
Perfect. And so your Super Bowl bet is Chiefs or Bills against the Giants.
I'm going to say Bills Giants Super
Again.
Bowl. Yes. Yes.
Imagine that one, that upset.
And then they're going to bring out Scott Norwood out one more time. and he's gonna miss again wide
For his
right, and we're gonna
revenge.
win 20-19 off the bench. Exactly.
And Lawrence Taylor is going to appear at
Lawrence Taylor gonna come out. He gonna suit up. Phil Simms might even throw.
Phil
Matter of
Simms,
fact,
yeah.
Phil Simms is gonna come out to throw one more touchdown to have 200 career touchdown passes. There we go. There we go.
The perfect scenario. The perfect dream.
Scenario. What you got?
Actually, I'm going first NFC just to give them. I mean, I think Tampa is going against the Eagles. They're going to win in front of the Cowboys. The Giants are going with San Francisco. And I don't know if you remember that at some point in the 2011 playoffs, we upset San Francisco and we went, yeah. The Packers are not here, but it could be like getting back to those seasons with the Super Bowls. But I think the Giants are going against San Francisco. That's going to be a tough game. But I trust that Daniel Jones is going to be better than Purdy, that I like him. I like how he pulled off the team and carried the team on his back after Garoppolo and everything. But I think the Giants are going, I hope, and I dream about the Giants getting to that final, and I think that maybe they would be Tampa, right? I mean, if I think that Tampa is going to win against Philadelphia.
Because then Tampa
would be against Philly.
Well, no. So if we beat Minnesota, we'll be in Tampa. Because if San Francisco beats the Seahawks, then it would be Tampa against San Fran.
Okay.
Because of the seeding.
Okay. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so no, you're good.
Our final, like it's going to happen. The final it would be against maybe San Francisco or Tampa, right? And we are going to Philly.
Yep.
Okay. So I would love any of those teams because I think Tom Brady, when he still sees the Giants logo, he gets like goosebumps.
He gets nervous.
And Vietnam memories and stuff like that. And I think San Francisco is a pretty awesome team. He is a very complete team, but the Giants in that phase can pull anything. Right. They can do anything. So I'm thinking
I would love for that game, the NFC Championship game, to be in Tampa. Can you imagine that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go to that one.
I'm thinking if the Giants get to the Super Bowl, maybe even take just a flight to Arizona, to Phoenix, and I don't know what can happen.
I do got some friends out there.
Let me know, because if that happens, I will be like sneaky.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Let's go. Let's shoot. What hotel you gonna stay at? Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do this because
let's do this.
I don't care. And in the AFC side, I think I'm going to go with the Chargers, even though I would not mind Jacksonville there.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals and the Bills, of course, and I think maybe the Bengals can be this I forgot the word. This underrated team a little bit, even though they're strong.
Oh, they are. They are, and I think because Joe Burrow, he's the real deal.
Yeah, totally.
He's the real. I love and I'm a quarterback. I don't show it, but I can throw a football. Well, I can throw a football, right? I hope you see my TikTok. So the way he throws it so smooth that I can honestly see the Bengals, being in the AFC Championship game against that's right, because then they would play Buffalo. Bengals would be playing Buffalo because hold on.
I don't know. We're confused about that.
So Baltimore. So because if Jacksonville beats the Chargers, then Jacksonville goes against KFC.
Yeah.
And then if the Bills beat
I
Miami,
think the Bengals wouldn't be in the final with the Bills. It would be in the divisional round against the Bills.
Yeah, it will be in the Bills. Yeah. So then KC, if KC were to beat Jacksonville, it would be the winner between those. Oh, that's going to be a good AFC
Yeah, that the
divisional
AFC
game.
is,
Oh,
it's
wow.
interesting.
Wow.
Imagine maybe a Bengals Giants Super Bowl, or I mean, any of those three would be
Yeah, and
interesting. Bills,
Giants, anybody.
Giants,
Giants,
Bengals, Chiefs,
Dolphins.
or Bills.
Yeah, Giants,
Imagine
Dolphins
Dolphins.
Super Bowl.
I mean, I don't know what I would do with my brother. I mean, seriously, I don't know if it would be healthy for us. I don't know for this relationship if that happens. I don't know what, because
Talk about house divided,
no,
right?
I mean, no, and I would be alone because my mom goes with him and my dad goes with him. My stepdad, he's a little bit more, I forgot the word. Like he goes with anyone.
Right.
He just wants
Okay.
to see everyone happy. He's
Right.
neutral. He's pretty
He's
neutral.
neutral. Okay.
But my parents, they are not as neutral as he is, and I don't know.
What about your mom? Your mom wouldn't take your side?
No,
No.
no, she wouldn't. I mean, she doesn't like football at all.
Mm-hmm.
She just like goes with the flow because we all watch it.
Right.
But
Right.
actually, she's like, "Can you please put something else in the TV?" And we are all like, "No." And she goes on with her life.
Right.
But I think she is going to. And in that scenario, she would be with the Dolphins 100% because her golden boy, right there.
Right. I know how that feels. I
Yeah,
know how that feels.
and I wouldn't be disappointed or angry. I just, when the Giants win it, I would be like, I told you.
Yeah, I know. Y'all. Hey, y'all picked the wrong team.
Yeah,
What can I do? Yeah.
yeah, that would be. But I think the Giants against. I would love the Dolphins. Seriously, I would. But I don't think that it's going to happen.
I'll tell you, okay, if the Dolphins and the Giants are in the Super Bowl, I'm coming to your house, so you won't be alone to root for your team. I'll be there.
Please, and we will be like Giants fans,
and
throw
all
tables
this,
and destroy.
I'm going to bring all this with me, so we'll put it all in the house during the Super Bowl. So you won't be alone. You will not be. You'll have all the Giants crap that I got, which is a lot.
No,
I hope you have a big room.
It would be like we are filling my mom's house with this stuff.
Yes,
Giants stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. But I don't think like the Dolphins are right now ready for the Super Bowl. But
no.
Any of the other teams, Bengals, Bills, or Chiefs, would be interesting. And if the Giants weren't there, I imagine Tampa or San Francisco, maybe in that stage.
Oh my God, I can't remember if I forgot to tell you this. It was the week we were playing against the Colts. Okay, somebody in my office who doesn't watch football that I know of came in the office and they, we're talking about sports, whatever, and he's like, you know what? I can see the Giants in the NFC Championship game. I'm sorry, what? Where did this come from? We didn't even clinch yet. And he's already saying we're going to be in the NFC Championship game. I'm like, I like you. I like you a lot. I'm like, let's do this. So I don't know.
Let me give you a hug.
You're right. Yes. Please hug me.
Let me hug you, please.
Yeah. And then it'll be sexual harassment charges in the office place.
And then
I'll be on CNN again.
Yeah.
And I'll be doing a video chat with you. Be like, look at us. Who would have known? Who would have known?
On CNN.
On CNN.
For the wrong reasons.
Right. Exactly. Right. Look at us.
Yeah. No, we have to do that TikTok with the duo and stuff.
We got to.
Yeah, I mean, in any scenario where the Giants get to the Super Bowl, I'm pretty excited. I don't care what the opponent is or if the Jaguars pull off this great surprise or the Chargers or the Dolphins. If the Giants are there, I'm taking a flight to Phoenix to watch Rihanna.
That's right. She is going to be there. Yeah, that's right. And so this is the second year that they have the season where the top seed gets a bye. They're the only team that gets the bye in the playoffs. Okay, this is the second year in a row. this whole new playoff format.
Yeah.
So as of right now, they're neither number one seed has made it to their respective conference championship game. Because last year the Titans lost and Green Bay lost.
Oh, that's a good.
That's a fun fact.
Good information. Fact.
That's a fun fact.
Yeah. I mean, imagine if Philly. I mean, I would be so happy if
Oh my God! If we kept moving on and Dallas and Philly did not,
we're going to look at us.
Look at us! Look at us! Who would have thought?
Yeah, like just like stepping on their logos. And,
yeah, right. Oh man,
so
that'd be awesome.
But I mean, I'm going to translate a little bit, but it's been a long chat, an amazing talk with you again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and always good to talk to you, Danny.
Just to say a little bit to our friends in that doesn't or that don't speak English,
right,
or don't understand. But please put the subtitles en YouTube. Por favor, pongan los subtítulos porque ha sido una plática tan larga y tan padre con mi amigo Sneaky que creo que si no entienden completamente todo esto, por favor, trataremos de arreglarlo en YouTube. Pero sí, estamos hablando de las predicciones en playoffs, ¿no? Cómo vemos todo este camino, que obviamente los dos ponemos a Gigantes ahí en el Super Bowl, ¿no? En estas instancias, porque creemos que si le ganan a Minnesota, pues es probable que ya sea un rival incómodo, ¿no? Y del otro lado de la americana, pues decimos que es bastante apretada la competencia, ¿no? Obviamente están ahí y los Jaguares que tienen este home field advantage. The Jaguars have this home field advantage, Sneaky. And porque ganaron su división al final contra Titanes. Sería una gran sorpresa que sigan avanzando. Están los Ravens, que no cuentan con Lamar Jackson. Están los Bengals con un Joe Burrow que nos encanta a los dos. Y pues Miami, que saben que es un equipo que le tengo aprecio, pero pues no creo que puedan ganarle a los Bills. Ojalá que sí, pero creo que Bills traen toda esta fuerza, ¿no? Con lo de Lamar. Y pues al final está Kansas, ¿no? En el primer sembrado, que pensamos que probablemente los oponentes en ese escenario serían Kansas, Bengals o los Bills. Hablamos un poquito de que si fueran los Bills, ¿no? Que se repita un poquito el Super Bowl, el segundo Super Bowl de Gigantes. Repetir la historia, pero y si no llegara a Gigantes, pues obviamente San Francisco, Tampa están ahí. Nos encantaría ver a Filadelfia y a Dallas que quedaran fuera y que nosotros avanzáramos, ¿no? We'll love to see Philly and Cowboys lose and get to their home cities and bye-bye. And that would be the best case for us, no? You know, the dream for us.
Feeling. Yeah.
The best feeling for us. And Sneaky, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
You know what? It's always you know what? Our friendship is something freaking phenomenal because we haven't spoken so long, but when we do talk, it just clicks. And it's very unique. And it's always a pleasure speaking with you, Danny. Always.
Yeah. Thank you. You know, it's a pleasure always talking to you about the Giants. And right now in this specific case, in this specific date where we are in the playoffs, we are going to Minnesota and hopefully manifesting that we will win that.
That's all you got to do.
And I mean, if we get to the Super Bowl, we for sure we will be talking, and who knows, maybe we'll be there.
Yes.
You never know.
You never know.
So just where can we find you, Sneaky? Because you have this amazing show where you get to talk with lots of fans, of NFL fans from different teams. You know, you have some pretty awesome rivalries and friendship with some Philly fans and with some Cowboys fans and everything. Tell us, where can we find you? Where can we watch your show, your days, and everything?
So first off, and I mean this very humbly, you can honestly just Google me, Sneaky G-Man, and everything will come up. I'm on an NFC East show on Mondays. The show starts about 6 o'clock Dallas, Texas time. That's where you have myself, Philly sports guy, who's obviously the Eagles fan, True Blue, who's the Cowboys fan, and Pork Rind, who's the Washington fan. And if you want to come and talk with me, I have my own show, Make It Count, the Sneaky G podcast, every Tuesday, Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Dallas, Texas time. And I normally go on for about 2 hours. And once you see that you're on the show, then if you can, I'm on Roku TV as well. If you download the Northeast streaming channel, I'm on every night at 11 o'clock. So
amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Look at you.
I'm trying. I'm trying to be like you, Danny. Trying to be like you. Look at us.
Look at us. Yeah. that is going to be our friendship logo, you know.
Yes.
Look at us.
Look at us. Who would have thought?
Yeah, that. Pueden encontrar a Sneaky en Google, like como él dijo, like he said, just Google Sneaky G-Man. Solamente búsquenlo en Google como Sneaky G-Man. And I'm mixing Spanish and English. It's crazy.
I'm like, really I'm bilingual. Oh my God.
It's really confusing. Spanish. Yeah, I know. Pero busquen a Sneaky en Google como Sneaky G-Man. Su show, pues muchas veces alarga hasta 2 horas porque entran fans a platicar con él. Es muy divertido ver de repente cómo entra en discusiones con algunos fans de Filadelfia, de Dallas, de Washington. Le da la oportunidad. You give opportunities to some young analysts, like really young analysts. Anybody.
I respect everybody that has a love for a team. And if you want to come on and even debate, if you want to have a little debate with me, of course we'll keep it classy, and we'll keep it a sports. We won't make it personal, and we can have that conversation. But just know that, we have a small limited amount of time, and then I do have to go on to other people, but we could talk about just about anything. Sports, anything sports, not anything.
Yeah.
And I do have kids on the show, so let's keep it sports.
Yeah.
That's for my late night show, and we'll talk about that.
Yeah, no. After 10 p.m. you can go. Yeah.
No, these kids, it's like after 11, they go to bed.
Yeah, I've seen some comments when I watch it that they're like, "Please, Sneaky, let me in because I have to go to bed early."
I'm like, I'm trying. I can't. Yeah, but for me, it's a beautiful problem to have. That people take time out of their day. I mean, like you. I mean, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you wanting to have this conversation tonight. And it goes with everybody else that they allow me to be on their phone and share their time with me. And I appreciate that. And I respect that. So,
yeah.
And I love for them to come on and talk about it.
Because you have created an amazing community around your show and the NFC East show. And the fact that you get to have these conversations with other notable fans from the NFC East teams, it's pretty amazing. I'm going to say that in Spanish. Sneaky tiene este show, como les comentaba, en el que pues entra realmente cualquiera. Si quieren ir a platicar acerca de fútbol americano, de deportes, sobre todo del este de la Nacional, tiene un show donde habla con otros fans de los otros equipos, Filadelfia, Dallas, Washington. Y pues nada, esta comunidad que pues es bastante increíble y pues encuentran su show en Facebook, en diferentes plataformas, en YouTube. Now, Sneaky, it's time to say goodbye. But it was, as I said, an amazing conversation with you as always, and just I'm going to leave my social media to finish, but it's been really amazing talking to you again, and just to say good luck to our Giants fans.
Yes, yeah, and thank you so much, and of course to all the Giant fans out there, let's go Giants! Oh!
That's amazing, Sneaky. Let me say goodbye in Spanish. And
you have to say let's go Giants in Spanish too. You have to say
that. In Spanish?
In Spanish, yes.
Let's go. I'm sorry too. I don't know if it sounds that cool.
But by you saying it in Spanish, it's always going to sound cool.
Okay, let me
matter
try it. Vamos gigantes arriba. Woo!
There we go. I like that.
And I added like let's go Giants and something like let's go Giants up, like
Yeah.
Let's go ahead.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's always amazing to like let it go, you know.
Mhm.
Y pueden encontrarme a mí, ya saben, en mi podcast, en la banca con la número 9, como aparece aquí, en Spotify, en Apple, también en diferentes plataformas de audio, Google Podcast. Y pues nada, también me encuentran en todas las plataformas, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, como la número 9. Ya saben, de confianza para platicar de los Giants y también para ver mis reacciones. Esperen muy buenas reacciones para los partidos que se vienen. Esperemos que los gigantes sigan, si no, pues de todas maneras tendremos reacciones para lo que queda de los playoffs. Y pues nada, gracias, Sneaky. Gracias, muchas gracias. Thank you a lot.
You're more than welcome. Muy bien. Is that?
Yes,
Okay.
pretty good.
That means you're welcome. Muy bien.
No, your welcome is de nada.
Oh, de nada. What does muy bien mean? What did I just say?
Muy bien is like very good or
oh,
golden.
Okay, gotcha. Sí.
Sí. And the look at us would be míranos ahora o algo así.
I'll let you stick with that.
It would be like, look at us. Míranos ahora. Mira dónde estamos. Look where we're at right now.
I'm good at that. Mira.
Míranos. Yeah. Thank you again, Sneaky. It's been a pleasure. And gracias. Gracias a todas las personas que nos escucharon, que nos vieron en YouTube, que nos escucharon en Spotify. Y pues manténganse al pendiente para los próximos episodios. Keep an eye on our next episode. My next episode with a new guest, hopefully a guest with whose team is on the playoffs. And thank you to everyone that listened to us in other countries besides Mexico and Latin America. A mosquito came into my face. Thank you so much, Sneaky, again, and thank you to all our listeners. And we'll see you soon, hopefully, for another Giants win.
Another week.
Thank you. Bye-bye.